This is the homework video for Wednesday, 10/5/16. It is in your homework packet, and you're doing lesson 6, number 3. Hopefully you already did your best effort on this problem by putting in slope triangles and really trying to write the equation of both graphs before you're correcting. Remember to use a pen to correct. Okay, in order to write an equation, I need two things. I need to know, what the m and what the b is. Now that you're familiar with the regular form for a linear equation, the m represents the slope and the b represents the vertical intercept or the y-intercept. These are the two things I always need when I'm trying to find the equation for a line. So let's start with this guy right here. So to find the slope, I have to find a spot where this line right here is exactly crossing this grid. So this is a grid point right here, but the line isn't crossing this grid point. And this is a grid point. The line's not crossing that grid point. This is a grid point, and this line is crossing this grid point. So I'm going to put a dot there. Then I need to find another spot. It's not crossing at this grid point, although it's close. It is not crossing at this grid point. It's not crossing at this grid point. It's not crossing at this grid point. The line is not crossing at this grid point, but it is crossing right here at 0, 0. I'm going to put another point there. I'm going to draw in my slope triangle. I'm going to look at what they're counting by on the y's for the rise. Y's for the rise, they're counting by ones, which means that this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And looking at what they're counting by for the run on the x-axis, they're counting by ones. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's rise divided by run. Remember that every division problem is actually a fraction. I don't need to do this on my calculator because I know that 4 divided by 5 really is just the fraction 4/5, and I'm going to leave it that way. Now I have the slope. Using my slope triangle, I need to know what the vertical intercept is, the b. Well, it's crossing at 0, 0. Therefore, the equation for that line is y equals 4/5 x, or if you wanted, you could write y equals 4/5 x plus 0. Let's take a look at our second line here. We need two spots again where the line is exactly crossing the grid lines, and so it doesn't cross here, but it does cross right here, so we'll put a point right there. It's kind of a big point, that's okay. It won't cross here, it won't cross here, it won't cross here, or here, I can't tell there. It looks like it is crossing here. I'm going to give that a try. That's my second point. Here my rise is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here my run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just as I expected, because these looked like parallel lines, they are parallel lines because they have the same slope. And the equation this time is y equals 4/5 x. And then I have the slope, that's right here, the m. I use the slope triangle for that. I need the y-intercept, and it shows me down here that it's crossing at 0, negative 3.2. So then minus 3.2 is the rest of the equation. You always need the slope and the vertical intercept. You get the slope with the slope triangle. You get the vertical intercept by looking at where it's crossing the y-axis. And that's all for homework. Have a great night.